everyone, in today's video we are coloring another page from this coloring book while we discuss my top 10 favorite Halloween movies. Peggy suggested that I color this exact page that we see here, the cover page. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so Halloween movies, let's throw it out there. What my definition of Halloween movies is may not be yours. Feel free to debate, but I like what I like. And it's okay to like different things. Also, I do not consider Harry Potter a Halloween movie, although marathons always run during Halloween time. I just wanted to note that since I am a Harry Potter fan, but it won't be on this list. So with no surprise, my number one is forever Coraline. You might argue that Coraline isn't a Halloween movie, but come on, it's got magic, fear, fantasy, and even some pumpkins, so that's Halloween enough for me. I've always enjoyed the story of Coraline, a girl finding a magic door, crawling through it to a whole other world. I feel like we all wish we could find such a door as a kid, though without the evil other mother behind it, you know what I'm saying? Number two on my list is Corpse Bride. Between the soundtrack, the story of heartbreak, murder, revenge, and love all intertwined, I don't know who wouldn't like Corpse Bride. By the way though, if you haven't noticed, horror movies generally aren't on my list, so you won't be seeing Chucky or Jason in my top Halloween movies. I do have one scary movie though, but you're gonna have to wait to find out what it is. On to my third Halloween movie is Paranorman. I love that movie. It centers around an outcast kid who can see and talk to ghosts. It deals with witches, there's zombies. It's a whole mesh of Halloween, if you ask me. Number four is Beetlejuice. I still can't believe that they're coming out with a second movie for Beetlejuice. I'm super excited to say the least, since the original cast is going to be in it and Jenna Ortega will also be in it. I like her a lot, so I really hope they do the movie justice and it doesn't become one of those sequels that get tossed to the side to gather dust because it missed the mark. Please be good. Number six on my list is Rocky Horror Picture Show. What a classic. This musical I can watch over and over again between cast, costumes, the soundtrack, tens across the board. What is your favorite song from Rocky Horror Picture Show? Mine is definitely Eddie's Teddy. I can completely listen to that on loop over and over again, and I definitely have. My seventh Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus.
I put a spell on you. And now you're mine.
And mentioning sequels earlier, see, this is where they took a classic and they made a second one, and I didn't like it. Did any of you see the second Hocus Pocus? What were your thoughts on it? Did you like it or didn't you? Because I felt like they were trying to force it to be too relevant. It just took away from it. The original Hocus Pocus though is great. It's funny, it's silly, just overall a good family Halloween movie. In ninth place on my list is Addams Family. I think there's three of them if I'm not mistaken. The Addams Family reunion is definitely not included in this, but the other two can be meshed together, although I actually prefer Family Values the best. I just like the banter between Pugsley, Wednesday, and how they're always trying to kill Pubert the baby. And then when the kids are forced to go to camp and Pugsley's dressed as a turkey.
Eat me! Sauteed or barbecued. Eat me!
So funny. And we can't forget Uncle Fester unknowingly always dodging death from Debbie right and left. Last up on my list before I note some honorable mention movies is 13 Ghosts, which is my one scary movie.
What the hell was that?
I love this horror movie, and I think it's honestly because each ghost has a backstory to them, so you kind of feel empathetic to these killer ghosts that are trapped in the mansion. There's a kid who died while playing Cowboys and Indians, the mom who passed away in a fire. If you haven't seen this movie, check it out. It really is interesting, and I remember as a kid having the DVD, one of the bonus features was being able to click each ghost and find out their backstory. It was just pretty cool. I also heard a rumor that there is supposed to be a remake of this, which I would not be opposed to at all. I feel like it's going to be hard to mess up, so I'm looking forward to that, and I hope that rumor is true. On to my honorable mentions that didn't make my top 10 list, but are always a staple in my Halloween season. Death Becomes Her, The Haunting, Dracula Dead and Loving It, so funny by the way, The Witches, Sweeney Todd, and Frankenweenie. I feel like it's hard to pick a top 10 Halloween movie list when there's so many good choices out there. Honestly, I'm probably forgetting a handful of them. Someone recommended to me The Nun and Trick or Treat. I haven't watched Trick or Treat yet, but I did watch The Nun. That was okay in my opinion. They are coming out with the second one, so we'll see how that goes. I do really like the main actress though that's in it. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this, what would be your top 2 Halloween movies and why? Also, if you have any recommendations too, put them down below and I'll let you know if I've seen them or not yet. And with that, it looks like I'm just about done coloring this page. I had fun. I do want to note though that these markers were not the best. They were from my Crayola kit. Some were drying out in the middle of coloring and it's just kind of blotchy. But on a good note, I did order new markers. So in the future when I color another page, we'll check those out. And I kind of want to do a thing where I put my hand in blind and whatever random color I pick out, I color whatever character I'm on, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just thinking that would be a fun idea. But all right, so this is my interpretation of the title cover, how I would color it. Although I have to say the original is supreme. I love how it looks, 10 out of 10. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you want, feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye, friends.